I developed an alternative series called Walls and Spaces, and that was a way for me to document unique scenes and scenes where you had to really pull out the humanity from the landscapes and the walls and the spaces. And if you look closely at these images, you'll see all sorts of reflections of humanity. Sometimes when I'm walking around a well-worn part of a city or town, I say to myself, wow, that's just an amazing facade. At that point, I have found myself in an area that's radiating a lot of unexpected personality, a tableau with a lot of detail and texture. As I developed the Walls and Spaces series, the documenting of curious scenes of human dwellings, passages, and existences became a pleasant catharsis. Walls and Spaces actually began when I was wandering around streets in Oaxaca, Mexico, and the interior of Venezuela in the early 80s. I became aware of the subtle but perceptible emotions that some of the faded walls exuded. Not only did these walls provide a cultural and geographical referent, but they often offered a metaphor that transcended their place in time. I found the addition of people or animals brought a sense of scale and animated some curious scenes. Likewise, paintings, scribbles, graffiti, and other creative or accidental glyphs enhance the synergy. Ancient peoples and today's indigenous societies have always believed that life is everywhere, even in inanimate objects, and this series vivifies that timeless mindset. I find it both challenging and rewarding to draw inspiration from objects and areas taken for granted by passers-by. The images in this series are as a poem, and just as with poetry, they require some study and scrutiny to fathom their time-worn stories. Eventually, I divided the series into two parts. Metonymy, which is when a figure of speech replaces an object or concept with another relationship. And a second part, milieu, which magnifies the documentary aspects through a reference to time. Sometimes a metaphor springs to mind, or simply a reflection of conditions, of mine, time, and the anonymous others. The walls and spaces I ultimately choose to interpret photographically are the ones that silently beckon to me.